Why did the music stop playing, you guys? Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. About another 2 minutes before the timer is up. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. It's supposed to, every time I upload it, the music plays all the way through. So I'm just like, WTF, dude. WTF. It has to be the kind of file. Anyway, see ya in about a minute and a half. 90 seconds, peeps. 90 seconds. Get your energy primed. Hey, hey guys, how's it going? How's it going for reals? How's it going? Get my hair doing the thing. I love it. Kind of makes me laugh a little bit. All of us high vibration people, we're still human beings here. Hey, Honora. Hey, Gay. How's it going, everybody? Here we are, another Friday morning. We've got lots of birthdays today, do we not? Lots of birthdays. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, replay watchers. Christina, another energy geek over here. Nice to see you too, Mama. Hey, Sheila. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, replay watchers. You're here in our evolving of light and evolving the beings of light. I'm a multi-dimensional expansion spiritual embodiment facilitator. In a nutshell, that's what I do. The tools I use to do this are multifold, and those will be coming out every Friday, sometimes Friday nights. So you can experience them firsthand. If you want to know more about me, my links are in the little blurb above or below, depending on where you're finding me. They're also in the feed way at the top, or maybe at the bottom. I didn't pin it. So it depends on how that goes. Nicole, hey, Mama, how's it going? So this is how it rolls, everybody. Replay watchers, take note of this. The first bit that I'm up here on Friday mornings, I say, hi, how are you to everybody. And that takes a few minutes, and that happens in and out, in and out, in and out. Christy, hey, Mama, how's it going? After that, we get into the bulk of things. So I have a few things I want to talk about. And then today's session is not about the cards, as you can see. We're doing energy. So there'll be perhaps a little bit of group. Everything is energy. So could be mediumship, could be channeling, could be group energy healing. If you have something specific you would like to have looked at, energy reading, you would like to have shifted, let me know. Use lots of emojis because I'm all about the emoji. That way I can tell who knows me, who has been with me for a little while because of the number of emojis. I know. It's totally ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. So that's what we go into. And then towards the end, there may be more messages coming through. There may be a card. We'll see how it goes. Really, these energy sessions are anything can happen day. My belief system is that it is the foundation on which manifestation is built. And so that. And so that. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. So, again, I'll repeat Christine Marguerite, Love Evolve Energy. Hey, Claire. If you want to know me more, the links are above. The links are in the feed. There's a lot of places to find me. So, for the time being, this is my re-entry. This is how I'm coming back, and I'm doing these live streams. They go to YouTube, a couple of different places on YouTube. They go to Love Evolve Energy on the book that is Face. They also go into another platform. Intuitive Lifestyles Consulting has a television station. And so this is, I do not believe it's simulcast, but it can be found there. So everybody in the ILC, hi. Hi, Emma Cricks. Oh, Cricks. Hey, how is it going? So depending on what platform you're watching this on, you may see only half the feed. That's just the deal. Excuse me for a minute. The energy's already flowing. The energy's already flowing. I'm needing the liquids to move out of my body, some places, and some liquids to come in. So excuse me a bit. Melissa, gorgeous woman, how are you? Birthdays abound. Oh, oh, lady. Thank you so much. You know, Christina and I have been in other platforms together. I've been a facilitator for one of your trainings, Christina. I'm not sure. Miss you too, Mama. You're so powerful. You're a powerful energy person too. So as we begin to warm up, I like to support my community and everybody who follows me and wants to participate. So if you're in the feed here, and do you have something coming up that you want to celebrate? Something coming up like a workshop or a teaching or a live? I would like to offer you the space in my feed here to promote yourself as a yay team. And I get that from my coach, my current coach here, Nicole Powers, Powers Unleashed peeps. So Nicole, promote something. Christina, promote something. Melissa, anybody, Gay, Claire, if you've got something happening, toot your own horn here. Toot your own horn. I have this coming up. I have that coming up. I just made my bed and brushed my teeth this morning. Boom. I want to hear about it. I want to hear about it. Hydrate, people. Please hydrate. So I want to wait. Oh, we've already been about 5 minutes. I'm starting 10:15 for people that you know. I have a friend who I adore, uh, who does some stuff on her lives on Friday mornings, and I'm boom right after. Yay, Claire. You go, girl. Hello. People are shouting out. People are shouting out they're awesome. I wicked dig that. I wicked dig that. I know there's a lot going on these days, everybody. I know there's a lot going on. So it's important, I believe, to understand that many things are happening concurrently. There may be a lot of density and dredge that's being vomited out. The pimples are popping and we're seeing all the pus. Ew. Because we look at the world and sometimes we look at ourselves and we go, ew, gross. It's not the only thing. It's not the only thing. We also made our bed. We also looked outside and we appreciated the cloudy, damp rain that's coming down because that is nourishing Mama Gaia in a very visceral way. We're doing extraordinary things. We're revealing ourselves. We're showing up live someplace. So, and two, we're going to lean into the and as well, plus this. The positives, the positives. We're going to lean into the positives just a bit. That's a little bit what I wanted to share here. Ooh, I'm getting cozy. I'm getting cozy. Some of the things, let's launch into it. I'm going to keep saying hi to everybody, the new people that's up here. Some of the things that you can lean into. I have a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. Interesting, the number 5, right? It's a purgification. Look at what's supporting you in a particular way. Rachel, hey lady. So let's look at number 1. Kind of want to jump forward. Number 1, get your chicks in a row now. Get them in a row now, to the best of your ability. No pressure. No pressure. See what you can do about getting your mental chicks in a row, your emotional chicks in a row. Doesn't mean that you have to move them, shift them, they disappear. Just getting your chicks in a row now. It's a way of sorting. This is not a Merc retrograde kind of chicks in a row. This is a pre-tsunami chicks in a row. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Everybody on ILC will certainly know what that means. Just a little sage-a-lish here. Hey, Dan, Teresa, hi. Christina, yes! Look at her shouting out. Look at her shouting out. Everybody, just so everybody knows, I want everybody to shout out they're awesome. Whether it's something coming up or whether you brush your teeth this morning. Doesn't matter what it is. Get your chicks in a row now. That's number 1. Just sort through things. Number 2, this is what I was going to jump to. Wax your surfboard, please. So when there's a tsunami and you know it's hitting and there's no place to go, you got to wax the surfboard. You want to ride the mental, emotional, physical waves. Wax just makes your floaty device a little bit more slippery and a little bit more floaty. Wax your surfboard so you can ride the waves of the cultural upheaval a little bit more smoothly. These are just suggestions, just ways to prepare what's coming down the pike the next bit of time, the next season. Yeah, of course it's better. Of course there's more flow. Of course you feel a little bit more easy. Number 3, get engaged to peace. If you're already engaged, just bite the bullet, poop the poop, marry. Marry peace. Marry the peaceful heart. Marry the peaceful heart. Engage more fully with peace. Have you done this already? Christina Crow already has. She already has. That's how these manifestations all rise. Christy already has. On a daily, baby, on a daily. If and when the chaos ensues, if and when, lean into the glimmers of light. Seek those diamonds of epiphany. Seeking the diamonds of epiphany within the chaos. So as I started today, that's what I asked everybody. Where's the good? Where's the good in the shitstorm? Where is it? Where's your mini successes? Where's your awesome? Do you have something you want to promote? Do you have something that you have coming down the pike that you know that you're leaning into? I have a friend. Is she still here? Is she gonna share? She's looking at new marketing images. She's looking at new stuff. Fuck yeah, right? Christina's got something. Claire's got something. What else is happening? These are ways of seeking. These are ways of creating little life rafts. Your surfboards that you've already waxed, leaning into the surfboard of peace. We're just going to combine them all. Lean into your slippery surfboard of yay. This gets you on the divine wavelength. There's another theme in preparation. If you're on your slippery surfboard of peace and love, I see you, Dan. I hear you. Get on this if you're on it. And I know that you are because you already know these things. You understand them. The chicks are in a row. You get your surfboard out. You waxed it with your sex wax. You married peace. It's your surfboard of slippery peace and love. And you're seeking the diamonds as you're going through this chaos. This means that you are riding your wave, the chaotic wave. You're riding, you're seeking the wave of divine love wavelength. That's my 2 cents here. That's the offering, my insights that I have gleaned, ways to navigate, ways to navigate. Did a little sagey sage. Everybody knows it. Get your divine gold. Ooh, I heard sandstorms, but I want buffer zones in. Buffer zone number 1, it's in. Buffer zone number 2, it's in. Number 3, it's in. What? Riding the surfboard. So I think what we're going to move into next is just a little bit of juice with the meditation, and then we're going to go into some readings and healings of the energy. So if you know, all of you already know. So is there anybody else left that needs some zhuzh? Let me know. Let me know. Hey, Darlene, what's up, lady? Ooh, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit of this in and immediate implosion. So let's hunker down just for a minute or two. Breathe a little bit easier. Here we go. Deep inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Feeling, breathing. Breathe and feel. Breathe. Love what is. And as you breathe and feel, start to move flow. Yes, let your body flow. What's your truth now, right now? Now be quiet just for a few moments. Move, breathe, feel, surf. Where's your heart? Ooh, I can feel the energy shifting. May we all be connected. Opening up your personal connection now if you're following me. I'm going to start to open. Yeah. Flushing out your grounding now. Flushing. Breathe and feel. Feel your feet. Breathe and feel. Yes. Opening up the central channel. Yeah. Central channel on your own. I call on my guides. Ooh, I'm feeling boofa frogs right now. Opening up Gaia grids, opening up the Christos grid for myself. Divine heart resonance, divine heart resonance, divine heart resonance. Repeating divine heart resonance, heart resonance, divine heart resonance. Yes, there we go, there we go, there we go. Moving into our sessions now, just so everybody knows. I'm going to be looking at the comments. I do only readings and healings and holings per request. Per request only. Per request only. Per request only. So that means if there is something that you desire to be on the receiving end of, you gotta let me know. You gotta let me know. Generally, I can do a group healing session. And for you replay watchers, ooh, the energy's moving now. And those of you on ILC, that's Intuitive Lifestyles Consulting, you have to say yes individually for yourself and you will receive it. The blanket sessions aren't how I work. I don't believe in them in that particular way. So if you are in need, if you want to be on the receiving end of energy in a particular area, Generally, if you want an energy scan, let me know, and we can move into that generally. So, hmm, there's a lot of energy happening here. Anything can happen today. Claire, always giving you stuff, lady. I'm always, always, always. Yes. Claire, I'm going to ask that you do some energy for yourself. If you bring one of your hands over your high heart, so everybody, there are different dimensions within the heart area. The high heart area is if you need a visual within your 3D, you might find a 3D visual right above what might be your heart chakra. So, Claire, high heart area, there's some healing that needs to happen there. And there's an importance here for you to touch perhaps your right hand to Gaia and to have your left hand begin to move some smoky energy. So, this is a little bit of a reading for you, Claire. So, let's move into it. I'm already moving into it. So, I'm going to show that just a bit. And we're moving some smoky energy out with our left hand from the high heart. The high heart is becoming a portal. Also, begin to move your hands a bit if there's some gold energy that needs to move through your hands, so that everybody knows. As I'm doing healing, sometimes I request on the behalf of those receiving to take some action, to be a participant in it. And right now I am with Claire moving some smoky stuff and other things, the high heart's becoming a portal. If you're listening to this and this has resonance for you, go ahead and participate in this way. Something about your feet as too. So we're looking at feet, Claire, to be, even if you're sitting down now, perhaps you're walking because I'm seeing your feet moving, almost pounding on the earth. There needs to be some movement here. You're becoming a portal. So we're becoming a portal first for yourself, Claire. You're moving some stuff. You're moving some denser energies. Does this make sense? There's a great ease and facility you have with this. And for some reasons, they're using your high heart as a portal for healing, for some denser energy from down to up. That's what I have for you today, Claire. I'm also seeing a royal purple for you. How's that feeling, Mama? Okay, great, 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 great. Okay, we've got lots of stuff happening here. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, great, Claire, great. I'm feeling drawn to a couple of you. So let's see what else is here. Okay, yes, we're going to get to everybody because you know what, people? I don't have a time limit. Boom, I don't have a time limit. And everything I do, this is how it happens here. You're welcome, Mama. You're welcome. Keep doing this throughout the day. This is sort of a what I would call a prescription, Claire. So use it as you will. And it will be effective for a time and then not for a time. So feel how that is for you. So as I move into some of these other things, if they feel appropriate for you, I will do my best to verbally describe what's happening. Uh, use them. I may not get to everybody, but use some of the things that I'm talking about with energy, in terms of energy work, use that on yourself. Whatever may come up may ping in you, and it may cause an epiphany up in this area of your body. A lot of you on the call here are shifting your energy systems, and I do want to talk about that a little bit, and I will here and there, here and there. So, Sheila, I want to move to you first because you really jumped out. You were talking about patterns. Yeah. So, whoa. Okay, Sheila, there's a lot of energy. And can other people please listen to this? Teresa, are you still on here? This will apply to you. And Darlene, this applies to you a little bit. So, this will apply to everybody, the work that I'm going to do with Sheila right now. Then I can get more specific with other people. So, Sheila. So, all of you know when you work with energy, automatically there's a scan and there's a reading first before the healing, depending on what's happening. Your your guides are on a standstill here, Sheila, and so that you asked, there's there's this process of personal empowerment, and that's what this stuckness is about. It looks a little it's not as dense as it may feel. So I want to, as I'm looking at it, I want to give you some encouragement, Sheila, that it's not as bad as it feels or as it seems. You may already know this, but I I want to reinforce that. True for everybody because we're waxing our surfboards, yes. Our surfboards of love and peace, surfing the chaos so that we can hunt out with our spear of love the diamonds of divine love and light. So, Sheila, you're shifting big time. These patterns are on level of personality. They are underpinned by this tectonic plate shift that you already know about. So let's look at these patterns a bit. This is not as dire as you may feel it to be. So what I'm seeing here, and everybody go into your grounding. So this is Earth Star chakra, Earth Star realm, and Akashic realm, and deep conditioned patterns realm. So that has to do with your mouth of God in the back of your neck, with your Earth Star chakra and the Akash. So all of you that are doing this healing with me, go and look at that yourself. And then there are different dimensional layers on top of that. So there's a mind layer on top of that, Sheila, that is where the stuck level is. And this is held in place by patterns in the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, everything in the front of those chakras. There's a lot of work. So we're going to do a clearing flush on Sheila. So as I say this on Sheila, everybody, I want to remind you again, do it for yourselves. Imagine it visually, kinesthetically for yourself. Gold light, Sheila, rushing down the back from divine source energy. And we're just going to do flush, one clearing through the back body. This is through the back body, and that's clearing all the way down. And it looks like it's infusing the heart. So your chakras are shifting indeed. Because the deepest level of these shifts are happening on the Akashic level, Sheila. So this you know, and you've done work on this. So with yourself, and it looks like other people are helping you. So let's look at this other block. Keep asking people, keep asking your guides, Sheila, keep asking questions. The pattern that we're looking at now, if you can imagine it as a ball of energy outside of your aura, outside of the bubble of your energetic you-ness, your beingness, And we're just going to situate it there, and there it connects to. It's almost as if I wouldn't quite call them chords, although you could. I would call them connections to, Sheila. These different areas in your energy body. So we're already keeping with the gold flush. Divine source gold, sparkly gold with as a powerful waterfall, infusing chakras. And it's, I would call them portals more than I would call them chakras. They are portals of spherical shaped energy centers that used to be your spinning wheels of light chakras. They are shifting. I just got space. So there's something else happening. There's a big energy happening here, Sheila. We'll do a little bit now. Mama, if you want a session with me, let me know and we can talk about price. Look at my new website offerings because this is bigger work. We're going to do what we can here for everybody. And this will help a lot and you can do your own stuff. We're just going to start to melt these connections. So it's connected everywhere. And we're going to loosen it with love. There's a lot of gold energy here. This is not the stuckness that you feel, these mental, emotional patterns that you've been physically living out. Were at one point really helpful, and now they're no longer helpful, so they feel like a burden. That's all it is. Everything has already shifted. Let me see why it's not moving that easily, so I'm wondering about this. Because it's more than just an idea, Sheila. There's human connections. So I'm going to request that your angels see if they can move the humans out of the belief systems and the patterns, because we can't shift other people. We can only shift us. So individuating Sheila from these humans. That's a process we could work on some other time, Sheila. But we're just going to look at this pattern so we can isolate it from its connections to other humans and you. So it's a little bit of a group think that was very loving and supportive, but that's not supporting you now and how you're growing. So I'm seeing your astral body, which has its own personality, coming to shift. And for you, yeah, the sunflower. I have lots of clients that come to me where the sunflower relates to them. I'll have to look at what that means. People that come to me that resonate with that powerful central sun energy. So if we just look at the pattern that dissolves in 1, 2, 3, Sheila, ready? 1, breathe. 2, breathe. And 3, it's gone. So the pattern has dissipated. It's created more flow here. This is connected to other bonds and connections you have, Sheila. So we've put them outside you. And let's see what Sheila's energy is. Were you all following along? Let me know if this helps in some way. Sheila, everybody else, just let me know how it is. And we're going to increase within Sheila the different 6-dimensional grids. You already got it, Mama. You already got it. It emerges as like a superhero cape within you, Sheila. Great, Teresa. I thought you might, because Teresa, for you, I'm feeling a lot of re-strengthening with the grids. So thank you, Sheila. Thank you. I'm going to leave you now to that process. The messages continue to choose, verbally choose, and take these small actions that have profound effects again and again. And whether you book a session with me or somebody else, Sheila, highly recommended. Yeah, Teresa, you wanted a healing. All right. Kathy Sue, hey, lady. All right, let me read a little bit in the feed. All right. Happy Friday to you, Earth Mama. Great, Rach. So let me mention. Great. Okay, yep, boundaries. I'm just going to put that up for a minute, Sheila, because I think that will be helpful for some people. Yeah, you've done, whether you know it or not, Sheila, everybody, Teresa, you've done a lot of work on this already. And truth be told, people, the sessions that I offer work best with people that have already done some of these sessions with me, have already done their own energy work. And the work that I do is core hitting, really powerful, really quick. And so it's, I would say, for people with some experience. Uh, Great. Thanks, Sheila. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Rachel, these grids. And Rachel Scheffler, everybody, if you have stuff coming up, Rachel, please promote it in the feed here. She works quite a bit with dragons and mediumship, as does my friend Gay Miller, who is here. So Teresa, I want to move into your energy a bit. If you want a little bit more, Teresa, let me know. Oh, ooh, your meditation practice is fierce here, Teresa. I only say that because that's my interpretation of what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the void, and you're contacting it is not an unpleasant thing, although at some point I'm also seeing cows as a symbol. Oh, yeah. Much love, much love, much love, Kathy Sue. So, Teresa, if you want me to go a little bit further, you wanted a energy healing. Yeah, look at those emojis. Might be a little slow in my feed, so let me see what I. Big shifts of nothingness, blankness. So let me connect with Teresa Ga. Woo! I'm looking at water for you as well. I sometimes use the I Ching, uh, and what I see with I Ching and the kind of water, the cool, clear, calm, um, uh, stillness water creates a reflection, a very healing reflection. So, Teresa, if there's anything else, that's mostly a reading. So, what can I do for healing here? Ah, okay. I'm zooming way out. I'm getting very galactic here, Teresa, with the energy healing. What we're doing here today, everybody, is energy scans, energy readings, energy healings, emoji happy. So let me know what I can do for you in terms of that. I keep getting spaciousness, Teresa. It's just spaciousness. You are evolving in a particular way, cosmic evolving. And Teresa, you're not responding, so I'm wondering if you're deep in meditation right now, and that's what I'm reading. And that's what I'm seeing. Everybody has a specific way to ground. So, in terms of practical magic, Teresa, in terms of practical magic, an energy work can happen depending on where you put your body on the planet and how you make choices of grounding. Get creative with your choices of grounding as a way to flush any density out of your body. Is there a specific thing you'd like to look at, me to look at, Teresa, in your energy? Because I'm seeing this grand cosmic spaciousness as a kind of protection that wraps around you. And your golden, divine, Christ-like light is very bright, fey, fairy. Mm. Great. So let's look at Teresa and her physical. Oh, they're talking a little bit. I'm seeing elementals around your from knee down. So it looks like from knees down, a knee down, and there's elemental creatures assisting with that healing. So it's very much the physical. There was a break there, this kind of being chopped off at the knees kind of feeling, but why is it only on that one side? And to move forward, you got to get back on your feet, girl. You got to get back on your feet. Um, these are deeper, denser patterns. I'm wondering if there's I don't see any confusion in your energy. It's this great balance of you being intensely connected to divine truth and being human. And the only thing to do is to connect that in a more fully embodied way of the embodied light. So I'm seeing an energetic leak because there's been a big gash. So energetically, I'll work with it, but I also want to say that there is physical work there as well, a kind of cutting off, a kind of grrr, slam there. Right now, I feel an image of being in back of you. So I'm looking at both of your knees. I'm feeling this on the right side, this kind of non-moving stuckness through the right side of the body, but on the left side, there's a heart and a lightning bolt, but it into that knee. And so if I were to say energetically how that's playing out in your physical, I am not sure. How that's playing out in your physical is there's this slam or injury in your knee area on the left side, that's throwing off the whole ship, so to speak. That's throwing off the surfboard. So let's not stand on the surfboard. Let's sit on the surfboard. Can you imagine that for me? And let's move into that just a bit. Ooh, there is a lot of elemental energy here. So when I see elementals in an energy healing, they're putting flowers around the left knee. And perhaps that will create more flow on the right side. I'm not sure. They're, the knees are connected and they squeeze tight together, so a sort of closing off, as if the thighs were tightly pressed together. It can almost create almost like a knock-kneed sensation there. is what I'm feeling in the body. So yes, it's hips. And again, Teresa, go to some kind of massage therapist or physiologist who can be energy sensitive. We could work on a session. I feel like there's some physical work to do first before you move really heavily into. Is that true? There's other guides coming. It looks like you have as one of your guides energetically. It looks like a past somebody who used to be human, female from your past. Okay, great, Teresa. Yep, that's super helpful. She's going today. There's lots of energy of flowers and light, and they're creating like beach bonfires and all this awesomeness of being outside around the knee. So there, it's triage in a way. We're stopping the leak. It's just stopping the leak. I'm going to put some gold sticky wax around that knee. So anybody, if you have some place in your body that you're like, ow, try this. See if the Fae come. See if any Davic realms. See if any elemental energetic creatures and beings come and surround it with whatever they surround it with, and then put some sticky gold wax all around this thing. Sticky gold wax. We're just going to see what we can pull out gently. We're going to go really gently. There's a lot of pink around this, so I'm seeing sore. There's soreness. And we're just going to move out. We're just going to move out. The sticky gold wax will has attached to shrapnel, stuff, stickiness. So there's some. There's some. So I'm going to read a little bit more of your energy system here, Teresa. Okay. So here's the big deal. If I had to say generally, I'm going to say this generally, Teresa, and you keep breathing with everybody, keep doing the gold wax, take it off, remove, more elemental healing. Sticky gold wax, take it off, remove, more healing. Oh, thank you, Teresa. There's a lot going on in the energy systems closest to your physical body because the this system that we're at, the system that is Teresa Gatt, is at the stage in her evolution where a lot of divine source energy is ready to come in. And so there's a lot of realignment, rebuilding scaffolding, reworking and stabilizing in the physical systems in order to handle that flavor of enlightenment. And so anything that's not going to be able to withstand these higher dimensional, vibrational, God source energies will come up for healing. So, this standing on your feet, on your own 2 feet, moving outside of the influence of cultural norms in terms of place and the gifts you have to give the world and how you work. So that all has energetic alignments with the rest of your body. So I would recommend a session with somebody, maybe me, maybe somebody else that works with this kind of stuff to get things moving. Keep doing what you're doing, baby. Keep doing what you're doing. I sincerely hope that was helpful for you, for everybody. I certainly hope. I'm so glad. I am so glad. Much love and blessings to you. I'm going to leave you with that, Teresa. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you, Teresa. I'm so glad. Mm. Kathy Sue, I just saw your message. I feel like the images I'm getting, and I feel like this is already happening, the most I can offer you is this this reading of your energy of being immersed and submersed in an element. So this looks like burying yourself in the sand, in dirt, in water, being submerged in water. If it's super windy, moving and getting a wind bath, uh, going camping, and really, as much as you can immerse, the quality of your energy is when something vibrates like this, it can feel really irritating. This kind of vibratory shake off. And this is the stuff that's moving through Kathy Sue with your energies. So, um, energetically, it's a big shift of an entire energetic structure rather than very specifically, like with Teresa, I was working with the knee. With Sheila, I was working with this belief system. With you, it's the whole kit and caboodle, energetic body removal. It's been this. It's been laid on top of uh, and through, weaved in throughout. Um, a veil, a lay on, an add on that is now shifting out of your beingness, your knowingness, and your consciousness. Yeah. So the best thing for that, what I'm seeing happening already, I can see you laying on your back in a relaxed position, reaching out for help, reaching out for hearts, um, energetically being cooked. Ooh, my light just went out. So this will be a message for you, Kathy. Uh, being energetically cooked in the elements. So, as often as you can, it looks like you rest and feel this every day. Relief will come by earthing, by laying on the earth, by, um, yeah, you can do it in a bathtub. If you could possibly get into a river, a pond, a lake, an ocean, if you can go outside and bathe in the sun on a really sunny day, some elemental that's going to help the discomfort. There's also stuff moving out of your base and sacral down through your legs, and it looks really strong, really good. So as I'm talking, it's really activating. The Earth Mama elemental nature in you is already um, to do what I'm, in my assessment, to do more than what I've just described is going to be fucking with a good thing. It's going to be messing with an organic process that has its own intelligence to it. It's going to be messing with something that's already done. It's we work in time space reality, and there's a slowness to that. It requires patience. Significant shift. This shifts. This is profound, and it shifts all areas of your life. The simplicity of what I just described is what's up for you. as a remedy currently. Thanks. Yay, yay, yay. Beautiful. Beautiful, Kathy. Kathy Sue. All right. So I'm feeling like there may be other things. Yeah. Hey, Darlene. Yes, everybody. So I think we're going to move into Darlene a little bit. Oh, hey, Sandy. That kind of question, thanks, Sandy H, would be for next week, if you so choose. Thanks for coming and thanks for asking. You are so welcome, my friend. Darlene, are you still here, Mama? Let me know. Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah. Just want to move some of that energy. I'm going to ground myself. Everybody, breathe a couple of moments. Move and breathe. The grounding can be assisted by mentally saying so. You can visually see it. Here's the thing. The grounding has to happen with breath and body and perhaps your emotions. So if you can get on all fours, go ahead and do that, right? Just you want to physically bypass the thinking mind to get truly grounded, which is oftentimes why people say, put your feet on the earth, because that will be a touch sensation. Okay, Sandy, I'll see you next week, Mama, or hang out for a while here. Okay, Darlene, let's do this, Mama. And to everybody, just clear out your grounding. So, Darlene, let's look at your grounding. It looks as if you share your grounding with others, and we want to find some autonomy in your grounding. So, I'm going to narrate this, everybody, if you want to follow along as I work with Darlene's energy. And Darlene, go ahead and visualize or work along with me, or just kick back, Darlene, and hang out on your surfboard and receive. It's up to you. Okay. So I'm going to do from top down with your grounding, and then I'm going to do from bottom up. What we sometimes forget, if we kind of feel, yeah, I'll talk about shared grounding in just a minute. If we feel a little funky or crappy, everybody open up in some way, clear out, flush out your grounding every morning, every night, and it will be just a basic maintenance. If you do nothing else, if you do no aura repair, if you do nothing else on a regular, flush out your grounding, flush out your grounding. It begins to clear out. As it begins to clear out, a lot of other things that need to clear out in your energy systems will unclog and just kind of flush out. They'll unclog and just kind of flush out. So that's a little bit happened. It's happened in every session I've done so far already. So, and I want to remind everybody to love themselves, get on your surfboard, take care of yourself, find your awesome. All right. I just needed to say that. Anything else I want to say before I move into Darlene? She'll probably be our last one. Darlene, you're gonna be my last. You can find me in the links that I have posted here if you want to do a one-on-one session. I have some opportunities to work with me more intensely over the course of weeks at a time. So that's a package deal, and I will be starting those in May. You can see them. I don't think I have descriptions yet, but you can see them on my website if you really need to move m- more fully through something. Okay, Darlene. So shared grounding, sometimes if we have young children, or if we have been a young child, and we all have at some point, if we have pets, if we belong to groupthink, if we belong to a community, that we connect with on a daily basis, that informs our self identity, it may begin to interfere with your grounding. Your grounding is yours in the same way that you can't brush somebody else's teeth. You can, but everybody brushes their own teeth. It's kind of like that. Um, you you go to the bathroom. You can't go to the bathroom for somebody else. If some when you're young, people help you do those things. As you grow up, you don't need that support. In fact, that support is weird and not comfortable and is not helpful to anybody. And when we're at the other end of life, or for a host of other reasons, that also may be true. So if for whatever reason you cannot brush your own teeth, that's cool. You can still have your own grounding and you do not need to share grounding with anybody else. It means if you share your grounding, so this is a teaching moment here. If you share your grounding, it will be a little bit sluggy and you'll take on other people's baggage more easily. Uh, you may not be, if you're an empath, you may not be feeling crapalicious, but if the world is feeling crapalicious, it may, one of the areas it may seep into is your grounding because you're sharing a collective belief system, a collective consciousness. That happens in the upper, but it also happens with how you march on the planet. So, even if you're helping somebody else, they still have their own grounding and you have your own grounding. If you have children under 60 years of age, or there's some other situation like that, you may still be grounded to them. By the time they're 5 or 6, they can have their own grounding. Before then, you share that. If you work with children that are super young in that way, if you're a pediatrician, if you're a nursery school, preschool, kindergarten teacher, none of those littles ought to be sharing your grounding. They share their grounding with their primary caregiver, with their primary caregiver. So there's lots of different ways that can happen. And I can talk endlessly about that, but I really do want to move into your energy a little bit. But it's not that I move into your energy. I create a proxy of it in front of me, and I work with that, just so you know. And an energy of mine goes into that. I'm not like noodling around. I don't do that. uh, I I look into, I see into, etc. And I keep good boundaries, and then I look at your boundaries. So sometimes it's helpful for me to try on what's happening for somebody so I can feel it in my system. and then I take it out of my system, and then I work with the energy as distinct from my own. Eyes open, we are individuating. Eyes closed, eventually we come to the point where we are one. Eyes open, of course we're one, and we're distinct, individuated, happy, bouncy people on our surfboards of divine peace. Yes, we are. All right, darling, let's move into this. I already see the planes. The plains. Are we Montana? Where are we? We're somewhere uh, in the centrals. So we're going to be working, okay, on your grounding from the solar plexus down because the interference is from land. It's something you were taught how to do. It's from the land and it's also from people. So I don't need to look at the different people. I just want to put that up so people can read about that. All right, Darlene. And everybody, you can follow along, breathe and feel. Okay, I'm just going to open up and look at that area and all the correlates. Can I have her over here? So we have different energies happening at the same time. There's some guides above you, Darlene, that are working on some rewiring, some grids, because you are shifting. Ooh, I see. I see. There's lots of light down here. There's also, let me look around the outside of her grounding. All right, so we're going to do gold sandstorm around the outside of Darlene's grounding. And we're going to do all the way down into her distinct connection with Gaia. This is just Darlene's connection with Gaia. Everybody, just do your connection with Gaia. And then we're also going to do, with the help of your guides, divine gold sandstorm from your solar plexus down what I would call your central channel. Your central channel all the way down. Your grounding all the way down from the inside core out. So we're starting it deep in the core. And we're just going to widen your grounding. That's happening from Gaia's heart up. And it's going to move like that. So we're also going to be putting some gold fire. The divine gold sandstorm, the divine gold tsunami, sloughs away and clears and cleanses, and think of it as a sandstorm or a grater where it just sloughs off scudge and objects from a surface. So we're working with the energetic surface of your grounding from the outside and also as a swirl. So the inner sandstorm is going to be more like a whirlpool, and that's already happening from above and from below. So I'm going to ask, there are many energy centers from the Earth star and below the Earth star. So we're moving all up through. Okay. So again, Akash is the theme here, everybody. We're moving out and we're just going to look at interference here. We're looking at group interference, and I'm asking Darlene's guides, and everybody ask your own guides to come in and begin to flush out, remove group interference from your grounding. So that will be cords, that will be devices, that will be shrapnel, that will be all kinds of crap. Cords, cording, roots, Whoa, okay, okay. So it's looking like a pressure, Darlene, from the external out. So I want to do a buffer zone around Darlene. Yeah. You're such a generous spirit. We're, so it looks like, and for everybody still here and listening, watching, I'm speaking in generalities now because Darlene's energy system is at that layer level of healing. There's a generality here, which means a larger energy, like with Kathy Sue. It's a larger, more energy, and a larger energy system, which means it's more far-reaching, and perhaps more foundational. And so I'm beginning to see now, Darlene, a lot of things beginning to peel off. There we go. I'm also going to bring up an earth energy soak that is red and green all through your entire energy system. So you can imagine that if you're following along as a rising tide of liquid love of particular colors. So I'm seeing a lot of red with some green towards the center. And you can imagine the enormity of that rising around from your connection to Gaia, the heart of the planet, all the way up high, as high as you want to bring the grounding. This is liquid and it can be jostling, but it helps to release all kinds of stuff that, oh yeah, that needs to be released. So that's helpful. I'm seeing lots of green in that. So what I have in your energy system here, and you might be somebody that I could work with, Darlene, if you wanted to move what's happening in your grounding. You are also encouraged to work on your own. There are belief systems, family, hereditary within the land that you live on, march upon the planet. Hereditary systems, spiritual hereditary, and your physical DNA hereditary that have influence with your understanding of being you and how you incarnate, and therefore influence in your Akash. There's a conversation there. So the table in your Akash is about to be set for conversation to be had with some of these hereditary belief systems, these ancient belief systems, uh, about how you're meant to be here and what is meant to happen for you. Darlene, blood good. Your blood is good. So at a more subtle level, see if you can relax and breathe into and feel into a much deeper, more subtle level, Darlene, and everybody. Breathe, feel, and sink back into that level and notice these big wafts, sheaths coming in and then winding around through your grounding. So they're winding around your central core. And these belong to groups of people that you connect with, groups, tribes. And so we're just going to start unwinding, just gently unwinding because we don't want too much feedback here. We don't want to ask for a shitstorm if the shitstorm arises. Then we deal with it. But to encourage too much shift too soon, not helpful. So we just want to prepare your system with lots of, I'm seeing an archangel, Archangel Jophiel, with this dusty pink and greenish pink coming in and soaking from above down. This is another kind of, in the way that you felt the tide rising above, all the way down. moving deeper and deeper into the subtlety, preparing you for some shifts in your grounding. So can we zoom out, please? Great. And can we zoom in? So that's happening on a much deeper, more subtle, multidimensional level. On a practical level, we have all these golden grids, and we're just going to do a couple of flushes here through your grounding from your solar plexus area down. Buckle up, Buttercup. Darlene, it's coming. It's coming. This is going to be amazeballs for you. Holy guacamole chips. This is going to be amazeballs for you. And I'm just going to flush through, and I'm going to weave Gaia's green love into these grids. There's some grids that need to be moved out. So highlight all these grids, please. And your guides are just going to move them out, all except for one. What is this grid? Ah. So we're going to just decorate and lighten. There's a way that you move into your grounding, Darlene, in a way that you move into almost like a shamanic, into the earth elemental levels that needs to go and needs to be updated. So we're not quite ready to update it. That's cool. So we're going to leave it there. And we're going to tag it. And she knows when she's ready to upgrade this, this will be upgraded. There's a new way for you to connect. There's a whole bunch of new stuff, way to do things happening here. So because we're working from the I am of the solar plexus to the I am of the earth star and below, these are energy centers right in that middle body. This, who am you, Darlene? This is where the shifts are, and we're cleaning it out so that anything that comes down gets cleaned out. And another, just a quick flush up. Breathe and feel, Darlene. Do some sawing breaths to flush up, and then sneeze it out, a flush down, and then widening and opening and continuing to flush. So that's what I'm going to do for you today, Darlene. There is a complexity, multi-dimensionality to your the truth of what I perceive of the goings on in your energy systems right now. I'm looking for messages, which is why I'm closing my eyes and being silent, and they keep showing me the same things. They're showing me gold discs of protection. Keep doing what you're doing. You're so welcome, baby. You're so welcome. Keep doing what you're doing. Know that everything's going to change. How it will change and how quickly, how and how quickly it will change is up to you. That's what I see. I'm so darn curious about this. I want to go deeper, but we're going to leave that there, Darlene. In a couple of weeks, we can do more energy, or if you want a card next week, we can do a card. Was this helpful? I hope this was helpful. I am speaking so abstractly with you and trying to get more information. And I just have to trust that that's what is. We're going to keep some of these energies up. So I see some of the energies are lifting, some of the energies are moving. Let me see. Oh, yeah, we have a little bit more stability here, a little bit more wideness. We're going to move into what you'll be moving into is some flexibility in your grounding, is what it looks like. I am so glad. I'm so glad, Darlene. So glad, Mama. Peace to you and your heart, your divine heart. Everybody, thank you. Big, fat, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope this was helpful. I hope all of this helps you on your journey. There is so much happening these days. Holy guacamole chips. Again, I'll remind you to get on your surfboards, wax them up, be your love. Yeah, I've got about an hour and 15, and I think I'm pretty good with that. Okay, you want something? You want a little tweaky tweak? I think I said to you right at the beginning, so my assumption was that you've been going with that energy the entire time. Ah, you wanted more. Ah, you're resonating with, it looks like your energy system is, let me see if it's resonating with Darlene's, but it's you in particular. Yeah, look at you. All right, we'll move into gay with a hot sec. I'm seeing a lot of pink. Ah, the high heart has a okay. The high heart is the ocean of surfing for you. That's the ocean you surf. It's divine love. There's a way to bypass the mind by going and soaking in divine love, minus the need to understand it. The understanding, the attempting to understand your process, your gifts weighs heavy on your heart, your physical heart. So let's soften everything. Wah! Oh my God, gay, gay. Is it any surprise that we're feeling these? It feels like Holy Spirit. This feels like Holy Spirit energy titrated down to a level that you can understand it. There's something important about you understanding. Okay, okay. So, everybody, if you would just breathe and rest in the dove of peace, if you can imagine a beam of light, any color from source, breathe, relax, receive, and say to yourself, I receive this healing. I see a symbol of a dove. This is an ancient symbol, the dove with a sprig of an olive branch in her beak. That's that's the symbol of Holy Spirit in traditional, well, modern traditional Christianity. And so I'm seeing the Holy Spirit titration, the titration of it showering down upon all of you. If you decide, I receive Holy Spirit infusion, say that now. I receive Holy Spirit infusion. I receive Holy Spirit infusion. I receive Holy Spirit infusion. And gay, you may choose to raise your left hand and see the energy coming out your left hand. This is a way to channel the stressful vibration. Yes. Keep repeating the mantra. All right. Because we are free will beings. That is a privilege. the privilege of being a free will being allows a co-creative process with Source, with Holy Spirit. The underlying theme here for everybody has been choice. Choice through action, choice through speech, choice through body, choice through emotions. Simply making the choice changes everything. Changes everything. I strongly encourage all of us to make the choice again and again and again and again and again. May you all go in peace. Now we are full and complete. Thank you, replay watchers. Thank you, everybody that has requested, that has arisen here, because everything that you requested allowed Source to speak through me healings, energetic protocols, and healings and ideas that will serve the whole. So if you have come to this on replay, if you didn't get chosen today, if something has happened and you've just been listening, you've received an entire energy session just by going through these things that we've talked about, we've moved through today. That's kind of what happens on these days when we do the energy healings, evolving these beings of light, evolving people who are ready to move to the next. So if you go to the website, and the links are there above and in the feed, above and below and in the feed, you will see that there are 3 offerings there. One is deep, and that is essentially energy scan, energy reading. We might pull a few cards, tiny bit of energy healing, but that's mostly the chitty chatty. Let's assess what's going on here. The deeper session, uh, I move into your energy before, during, and after, primarily during, and do some reading, but we're heavy on the energy session and teaching you and moving through an energy session as you're with me on Zoom right there. The deepest session is much bigger, much bigger. That happens over a couple of days' time, up to a week, between 5 and 7 days, and we meet twice, and that is heavily energy based. And that is really moving into profound understanding, profound shifts, profound expansion, profound growths over the course of a week. And sometimes, if we're moving through big stuff, a single shot infusion of a session just isn't going to cut it. We need to meet a couple of times. And so meet with me over the course of a week to really create some big shift, some big evolution, some big expansion, some big integration for your energy systems, which will infuse every area of your life for sure. Then the stuff I have offered in May, I haven't opened those for booking yet. We will be working over the course, one over the course of 3 weeks and the other over the course of 4 weeks. So that is every day getting you back up onto your feet over a period of focused period of time. So if you really mean it, those sessions can be helpful for you there. Anyway, that's what's going on. I'll talk about it in the days to come. Next week, when I meet you on Friday, we will be doing, I believe, a reading. Is that what's happening next week? Yeah, we're moving back into the cards. That day, March 11th, is my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. So I would love to see you on my birthday, on my birthday, on my birthday. Thursday. We'll be doing it a little bit in the morning, just for an hour. It may be a shorter session. The week after that is Amaze Balls. I'm really giving you and sharing some of my skills of ecstatic dance and movement and creative art, expressive arts through crayons and clay or paint or whatever you want to use. So that's what the Friday the 18th will be. Is going to be a lot of playing. We're going to do a session in the morning. This is all freebie zoomy, and a session at night. The night's going to be the dance, the movement of the energy in that way. In the morning, we're going to do some shamanic artwork and see what that is. That's on the 18th. That's on the 18th where we're going to get super creative. And it's a way, really, all those artistic expressions and movements, that's a way for you to be your own shaman. Be your own shaman. Be your own channeler. Be your own energy healer. Dance it out, color it out. That's what we're working with on the 18th. I'm super pumped about that. So I'll see you there for that. Eventually, we'll be doing day-longs and weekend-long retreats with the Be Your Own Shaman stuff and the creative stuff. We did a lot of that last year, people, right? We worked with the elements last year, and we worked with moving from a denser archetype to a more enlightened archetype. We're still doing that. It just has a different flavor. Now, the empowerment is on you. I really, really want everybody to feel empowered and sure and evolved and moving more deeply into their embodiment process and more deep into their multidimensional beingness. And both. No or. So that's my mission. That's what we're doing in 2022, in case you were curious. All right, that's all I have to share with you today. Let's see. Is everybody commenting? Hi, guys. Yeah. All right, Gay. Awesome. I love all that feedback. Thanks for the feedback, everybody. I have this idea that I need to be playing in warm sun and surf, playing with the dolphins, living on the beach for a week. In April? In May? Who wants to join me? Does anybody want to come with me? I'm thinking of doing it. What do you think? This is coming at the tail end of this. The tail end of this. So only the diehards are going to hear it. So be it. All right. So much love to all of you. Yeah, you can always book a session with me. If you have any questions, I have some boundaries around answering questions. PM me. If the questions are too much, I'm going to say, hey, would love to help you. Book a sesh. Some questions I can answer easily in the DM, in messaging. Some questions, not so much. So play with that, however you're going to play with that. All right, everybody. Thank you so, so much. And let's peace out. Yeah, I'm going to give you a little thank you. All right. So much love. So much peace. Slippery surfboards, all. All right. I'll see you next Friday. Happy birthday, everybody. Bye. Ooh, why is that not doing that? Ooh, ooh. Here we go. All right. Now, bye.